Hi, everybody. Okay, I feel like, sorry, today has been quite a day. It's been a rough day, for real. All right, so as long as I've stayed between my R and Y, you should be able to see all the things. Wonderful. Hello, everyone. You know what? Let's try to make this a little bit easier. I hope everyone is doing okay tonight. So normally, you'd be seeing my face right now, but as I stated, today has been quite a day, and I am actually right smack dab in the middle of doing my hair. So you will not be catching me on camera right now, looking the way that I look. But I am more than happy to be here with everyone and to get everyone's tea for tonight. I don't see anyone, but as you guys start trickling in, if there's a situation that you want the tea on, just feel free to, that's so weird. Sorry, all the technical difficulties. For anyone wondering, we did, yes, just go into Mercury retrograde. So, all of technology has just been insane for me, particularly. Yay. Okay. Now, I love when I can hear myself, but that's enough. I want to make sure I can see your comments and things in the chat. So, no, can't get my cards wet. All right, everyone grab your tea. Let's see what the deal is. There's my mayhem. Yay! There is a very distinct delay, so I've been having so many issues with the whole Meta suite lately, so. Ooh. Okay, so this was, let me move this out the way. That is not tea. All right, so this popped out under the deck. It was on the bottom of the deck and it was flipped over. Don't ask me why, because I don't remember actually pulling this. I'm trying to think back to my last couple of pulls with this deck and I don't remember pulling this card. So anyway, a little side message for the people here, I guess is me and you, Mayhem, to pay attention to our finances. I'm very excited about this purple purse though. Would very much like to have that. And the gold coins coming out. Ooh. Okay. So since that came out, is this what you meant? Or is, okay, we'll do both. It's fine. We'll do both. No. Let me move the light. We'll do both. Okay. So, when I saw the purse, it made me look over to my right because I have all of my decks like surrounding me, essentially up on the walls, going up to the ceiling. But I have this deck, which is my Dreams of Gaia tarot. And that was kind of the first thing that caught my eye when I was looking at the purple purse. But then in my mind, I thought about the Soul Truth deck, and you guys know how much I love this deck. I'm paying attention too much. I know, Mayhem. Me too, girl. Me too. So let's, before we get into the teas, hello, Ro. Before we get into the tea, let me just pull a Soul Truth card for the collective, because apparently that's important. I love this deck. I'll put this up here so you guys can see it. I got it on Amazon, I'm pretty sure, but if you're interested in the deck, that's what it is. Soul Truth by Brianne Hovey. But I love this deck because every single card is a question. And I don't think we ask enough questions. We like to hear ourselves talk. We like to give advice. We like to make statements, declarations, but we don't ask enough questions. And a lot of times if we ask the right question, we can get better answers, the answers that we're actually seeking. So let's see. Okay. This is what's coming out for the collective. What are the dominant emotions that run my life? This is super important. I'll read you what's on the back. How do you feel your day? Stress or joy? Trust or anger? Anxiety or peace? We have only today, right now, the journey. No goal, no destination will bring us the feeling we seek. But when we begin filling every day with that which we value most, we will attract more of it. This is fulfillment. So the soul action is lean into what you want to feel and adjust your life, your values, and your expectations to match your desires. What do you want to feel? Are you willing to let go of the belief that you have to achieve something to feel it? So this is a huge thing, definitely for me right now, and I know for a lot of other people. And I'm going to put this right here and leave that there because I think that a lot of people are feeling this right now. The worry or frustration over their finances. So when we're talking about dominant emotions, it's very important that you start to recognize. There we go. I have a feeling that none of the stuff I just said, I have a feeling none of the stuff I said came through, and I'm going to be super mad, but that's okay. All right, so we're back. Apparently we're back with the tea. And like I said, if anybody has a area of their life that they would want to get the tea on, or a situation that you want to get the tea on, just drop it in the comments and we will get started. I am going to start with myself because I don't know about y'all. I need to know what the hell is going on. As I stated, we are in the middle. Well, no, we're not in the middle. We're in the beginning of Mercury retrograde. I feel like we're in the middle. I feel like I'm in the middle because usually for me, Mercury retrograde, I usually feel it in the pre-shadow. So by the time it actually goes retrograde, I'm already 2 weeks in with the frustration and the technology and the misunderstandings and stuff. So especially everything that's been going on, we just had, my goodness, we just had an eclipse. We just had new moon. Mercury just went into retrograde. Like the sky shit is real. This is me. Yoke, feeling tied down and frustrated. That is totally me. Everything is, life is lifing, and the math is not always mathing. So hopefully you guys are still seeing me. I'm getting weird stuff. Instagram has been not wanting to be a friend to me lately. So this might have to take on a new form later. If that isn't the lesson. Karma, you will reap what you have sown. Yeah, I know. And this is a good message for everyone that's watching, probably, because I feel like everyone is in this period of waiting. In fact, I was talking to my mayhem earlier, and I called it it's the perpetual state of PS. It's like, I've done all the work, I've done the things. What is going on? What's the holdup? Why is nothing moving? Why is everything stuck? Why is nothing happening? Why? Just why? All the why questions, right? And it's not like, I'm talking to Mayhem and she goes, I just want to kind of cut out the middleman. And I'm like, you know what? No, we're not even, this isn't the middle. We've been doing this. We've been doing this forever. And I know we're right here at the end. I know we're right here. We're at the precipice, and I know that. And it's just like, why? Just can we stop with all this? Can we stop with this limbo, this waiting period? And it's just like, we're at the end of the letter, and it just feels like the universe just keeps adding a PS. Oh, PS. Oh, PS. By the way, we're gonna give you this thing. Don't worry, it's for a good reason. Don't worry, it's all for your highest good. It's like, and I know I use a mocking tone a lot, but That's just, it's how I feel. And I'm not going to try to bypass it and be like, no, everything's, light and love and sunshine and rainbows. No, I'm super pissed off right now. It's just like, okay, I've been doing the work for a really, really long time. And if things aren't going to work out, okay, I can actually deal with that, but at least stop making things go wrong. It's just let me be normal and average, even though I know I'm not made for that. I know I'm made for greatness. I don't see what any of this has to do with the greatness I'm made for, and I know I'm not meant to see it, but still, I'm allowed to be frustrated in this moment, so I'm gonna do that. Now, having let all that out, then we humbly request that our guides help us out with a little bit of advice, or whatever, anything to help you get to that next level, because seriously, that's all it's about. All right, give me flippers and flyers. Family sorrow. Yeah, no shit, buddy. Mayhem, what are we getting the tea on for you? I'm not seeing any comments, and I feel like Instagram is doing its thing again. Career. Yeah, I know. That's a big thing. My career, doing what I love. Okay. 2. Unsettled times, need to plan ahead. In need of help, assistance, and guidance. All of these things. Yes, all of these things. Family sorrow, that's for damn sure. Okay, so since we are talking about me, and since this deck apparently became important, what question do I need to ask myself? What question do I need to ask myself? And then once you ask yourself these questions, make sure you answer them honestly. You don't have to answer them to anyone else. You don't have to answer them around anyone else, but make sure you answer them honestly to you, with you, around you, for you, from you. Ooh, okay. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Yes. Okay. Let's say, take out the shoulds and the limitations. Get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go, go with all your heart. And my soul action is ask yourself, what is it that your soul really wants? What does your heart crave? And then take one step in that direction. How will my extras go? My add-ons, if you will. I got you, Mayhem. I know I see what you're dropping at. This is a great card for me because I am all about the shoulds. And it's funny because I encourage other people not to feel like they have to do something or they should do something. But my shoulds are very much about making the right choice, making sure that I'm not impacting people in a negative way because I know how important words are. I know how important advice and guidance is. I know how important this work is that I do. So I'm always constantly thinking about how what I say and do will affect other people. But of course, with doing that, I have to limit myself. That means I can't. If I'm thinking of the shoulds, I am not going to be able to express myself as authentically because I will always be running it through that filter of should. Should I say this? Should I word it this way? Should I get involved in, this situation? All of these kind of things. So that doesn't allow me to just completely be in my heart space. And that takes trust. So I have to trust that no matter what I do, because I know that my intention for everything that I do is good, then I shouldn't have a problem. There shouldn't be any issues. So that is a question I'm going to have to really meditate on because in my mind, oh, what's this? What's happening over here? Broom, new home, new attitude. Absolutely. In my mind, yes, I think I'm clear on what my soul really wants. But how many times do we have these things that we want to manifest and then we either give up on it, or in the back of our mind, there's always that thought of, it's not really going to work. It's not really going to work. Well, does your soul really, do you even want it, bro? Like, do you even manifest, bro? Like, seriously, if you, when you really want something, nothing stands in your way. Nothing stands in your way. So I can be angry and rage at the universe all I want to for not having what I want, but am I really sending out a clear signal? And that's what it comes down to. So your signal's not going to be clear if there's going to be doubt in the back of your mind. Your signal's not going to be clear if you're procrastinating. Your signal's not going to be clear if you're so afraid of failure that you are ignoring all of your signs, you know? So that way you're kind of destined not to get what you want. And if that's the case, you're letting something stop you. Do you even really want it? Ooh, what's happening here? Celebration, fun, enjoyment. We'll leave that out. Thank you. All right. I broed you, Mayhem. I broed everybody. All right, let's get on my girl. Oh, speaking of my girl. Okay, so while I'm shuffling my cards for my Mayhem, let me tell you. First of all, I made a commercial for her because that's what I do for my friends. But I was talking about her skincare, and I just have to tell you, she's got this line, and it's amazing. It's pretty much all I use, especially for my showers and everything, because I love the way her soap makes my skin feel and smell, apparently. So I had gotten out of the shower, and I had just used her, she has an espresso exfoliating bar, which is amazing. And of course, my skin felt really good after the shower. But I was laying on the bed, just, you know, face down, full on Disney princess, flung on the bed, you know, my arms wrapped around my head. And I was just laying in there. I was like, oh my God, my skin smells fantastic. And then I jumped up. I was like, I need to tell people this. And of course, I can't just get on, just get on live and be like, here, let me tell you this thing, you know, especially since my hair wasn't done and I wasn't looking like I wanted to look. So I had to put together like a whole video, and I put it up there, and I was just like, her stuff really is amazing. So she not only does that, but she has an entire, she has a brick and mortar store as well, but she has an online store. It's got all kinds of stuff. It even has cards. I've gotten so many decks from her. She has altar stuff, and she also offers readings. Now, she is one of the I'm going to say three. I'm going to be generous and say three. One of the three people that I will allow to read me. I don't get readings by everybody. So I'm very particular about who gets access to my energy. But she also offers readings, and she is offering a tarot and tea party. So make sure you go to her site, check out her products, check out her readings, book something, buy something, like, share. You know, we're all here to help each other out. So, and her stuff really is good. Like, if I didn't use it myself, I wouldn't tell anybody else about it, but I'd just be like, yeah, girl, that's awesome. But no, this stuff is amazing. All right, Mayhem, let's talk about your extras. Door, opportunities are waiting for you. Yes, ma'am. Moon, changes in your life. Okay, I'm liking where this is going. Can we get some more information? Diane, hello. And Tracy. So I will tell you, I am really, really bad at handles because I'm not on social media a lot. So if I know you in a group or something like that, and I'm not just picking up on what your name is, please forgive me. I mean, no offense. I'm also on my iPad, so things are just whizzing by me. If you are here from Inner Light Collective, hi, very nice to see you here. I'm so glad. Chairfield, someone new is entering your life. I am all about this, Mayhem. Okay, this is looking good. I'm very excited about this so far. Can we get some flippers and flyers? Yes, thank you. See, oh, Mayhem, guess what came out? I can't even with this thing. All right, so Diane, what we're doing is we are getting the tea on a situation in your life. So whatever situation you want the tea on, drop it in the comments. And after I'm done with Mayhem, I will get on yours. All right. So you got the parrot with someone will gossip about your secrets. Okay. I don't know what this is, but I think I'm going to have to do some candle magic on this one, because this is coming up too much. And nobody's messing up my vibes anymore. I can't do it. You did get compliments from admirers, so I'm very curious about that. Can we get more information on the admirer? Ooh, you got a fair woman. Ooh, maybe the admirer is a fair woman. maybe it's the fancy lady from the meditation. All right, give me a couple of, oh no, absolutely not. We're not doing that today. Give me a couple more for Mayhem. Just flippers and flyers. If there's anything else she's allowed to know right now. Y'all are wilding out tonight. Okay, that's one. Give me something else. Give me something meaningful. All right, I'll take this one and that one. Thank you. All right, Mayhem. You got the table with hard work ahead. This also looks very much like the career card. Peacock, beware of great pride. Ooh, my stubborn little bull. And the broken ring, parting of ways either in romance or business. Okay, so apparently it looks like you have a couple more things to release. That's what it looks like. Because what I'm getting is that this door, you're at the door. And it's unlocked, but it's heavy. It's a heavy door. So I think you have one or two things to release, maybe. And I don't even know that it's up to you to release them. I think that these are just things that need to exit your life, and they will. They will. So let's get you a soul question. Hold the door. For real, girl. We are holding that door so hard. Three-eyed ravens are useless. Useless. Ooh, okay. Hold on. I see where it's asking me to go. Oh, Mayhem. Of course you would get this card. You are, my dear. Am I on the right path? Yes, you are. Of course you are. Sometimes we second guess what we are doing. We lose trust in the process and question if we are even on the right path at all. You are on the right path. Know this. Keep going, keep believing, keep remembering that you made a soul contract that you are currently fulfilling in every area of your life. Even if you can't see it, that doesn't mean it's not real. Today, search for all the ways you are aligned with your soul's purpose. The signs will appear. Let this newfound trust fuel your next steps. All right, that's actually perfect for you. That's wonderful. So I haven't seen anybody else ask any questions. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull some general things for, oh, thank you, Diane. I'm going to pull some general cards for Diane and see what's going on. I'm so happy you felt that message the way that I felt it as soon as it popped up, and the deck split on that one. So I promise you that was your sister, because she always splits the deck for you. Whenever I'm pulling for you specifically, she'll like move the deck. So that as soon as I saw it, I was like, yup, I know this is what she needs. Ooh, okay. They got chatty about Diane. They're like, shut up about Mayhem. Let's talk to Diane. Okay. All right. So Diane's got April and the bear. Danger, especially in money matters. So when we pulled, well, actually, we didn't even pull. When I was about to get started, the purse card was on the bottom of the deck and flipped up. So I took that out for a collective meaning, which was pay attention to your finances. So that's something that everybody's going through right now. So let's get some more information. In fact, let's split it again. Okay. Tell me about this danger. Tell me about finances for Diane, and what does she need to know right now? Okay. Ooh. Okay. All right. If that's done, that's done. That's fine. I'll get this one. Thank you. Ooh. Okay. All right. Let's see what you got. Okay, we got December coming out too. We've got heart, love, deep affection, and caring. I love it. You got the ego with triumph over troubles and obstacles. You got the sunrise with new creative ideas. And you got the bull. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Okay, So, I, I mean, usually there's some kind of interpretation, but that seems very straightforward. Don't let your don't let yourself be cowed. Don't let yourself be bullied or pressured. Don't let people think that you are don't let people make you think that you're running out of time, have to make a decision really quick, have to do this thing, or everything's going to go wrong. You like take your time, allow yourself to think about everything that's going on, especially when it comes to finances, because that's an overarching theme for everyone. But allow yourself the time to think through things and actually be able to hear and listen to your intuition, because people are going to try to rush you. You know, you've got the bull, you got the bear. These are big animals. These are big, intimidating animals. You know, people are going to want to, they're trying to intimidate you. But you got the eagle over here. And then you've also got April through December. So this might be I don't want to say a long-term thing, but you might be dealing with this kind of energy from now until the end of the year. Essentially, you know, this year might be, oh, that's your lesson this year. Okay. All right. Sorry. That's your lesson this year. Your lesson this year is to stand up for yourself. Stand your ground, and don't let anybody bully you, pressure you. Don't let people try to make you do what they want you to do or do stuff for them as opposed to taking care of yourself. Do not allow that this year, please. You can still handle stuff like this with love and affection. You can be caring. You don't have to be mean. You don't have to be angry. It doesn't have to be a conflict or a confrontation. It doesn't have to be anything that's serious. But just let people know that, no, I don't want to do this, or I'm not going to do this, or I'm not going to put myself in this position. What is that? Ooh, you got good luck. Nice. Give me a couple more, because I'm feeling on the precipice of understanding something. What are you? You got reconciliation and a change for the better. Okay, so let's organize these. That's a general. All right, so we've got money matters, opposition. There's your triumph right there. We're going to put your good luck next to your triumph. And new ideas and creative. Then you've got your butterfly with your change for the better. That's going to go with your new and creative. You got your April and December, and you got your reconciliation. Your reconciliation is going to go with your triumph over here. Okay, so you have everything that you need. You have everything that you need to get through this whole phase. But these are your triggers. These are the things that are going to be coming up for you this probably the whole rest of this year, where you're tired of people walking all over you. And the thing is, you have the power to stop it. First off, get off the ground. They can't walk on you if you're not on the ground. And the people that are really determined to walk all over you, you'll notice that they're going to be the ones pushing you to the ground. They're going to be the ones tripping you up, pushing you down, trying to get you down there to walk all over you. And that's how you start to recognize them and be able to purge them out of your life. But in the meantime, don't back down. This is your life. You have the right to live it however you want to, do whatever you want, be whoever you want. You can switch it up. You can wake up tomorrow and decide, I'm going to be somebody completely different. And guess what? That is your right, because no one else can live this life for you. You're the only one that gets to live this life. And you're the only you that we have. So no one knows how to be more you than you are. So with that said, let's go ahead and get you a soul truth card, because a lot came out there. I'm feeling a lot it's not quite the throat. It's almost like between the throat and the chest. So I feel like you get a lot of anxiety expressing yourself, and a lot of anxiety standing up for yourself, standing up to people, especially people that you care about. You have to do it though. You have to do it. I'm telling you, Diane, you have to do it. Especially when it comes to family, close friends, loved ones, significant others. Like those are the people that you're going to have the most problems and trouble trying to stand up for yourself to. And again, I keep telling you, it does not have to be a mean thing. It doesn't have to be a conflict. It doesn't have to be, I'm angry with you and you'd better do this. And ultimate, it doesn't have to be any of that. It can be loving. It can be sweet. It can be caring. It's simply, hey, I care about myself, so I need this. I need to do this. Or I don't like when you do this. It makes me uncomfortable. It makes me sad. It makes me hurt, whatever. And that's simply all it needs to be. You tell people what your needs are, you express yourself, and then it's up to them how they respond to that. And if they don't respond favorably, then that is a problem. But that problem is not yours. That's their problem. And that's not a problem that you need in your life. Because again, they can't live your life for you. They can only live their life. And you are allowing them to live their life. What you cannot do is allow them to live their life while controlling yours. You are the only person that gets to do that. So that was a strong message that came out for you. Like I felt my hackles up. Like I felt very protective over you. Like I'm wanting to go and tell people to leave you alone. So I don't know what's going on, but I want you to feel that inner fire for yourself. Like I want you to stand up for you. All right, let's get her a soul question. Oh, okay. Splitting the deck too. Look. Mayhem, your sister. But you know what? Mayhem, your sister is perfect. She is so perfect. Okay. Thank you, darling. All right. This is the card that you got. What excuses am I making right now? And here's the thing. So manifestation definitely works because it has been my intention since I returned to this work that anyone that needs me would find me at the moment that they needed me. And the reason I know that when people need me is when I can tell them something from my personal life that I have gone through, or sometimes I'm still going through it, y'all, but I know enough going through it or having gone through it that I can help someone that's kind of, not behind me, but starting on this particular lesson, because that's the thing. We all have these lessons to learn and we're all learning them all the time. So we're constantly weaving in and out of our lives to help each other. So all I need to do is have experienced something an hour before you to be able to tell you some guidance or some advice. It's like stepping into a giant puddle, getting all messy. You see someone heading for that way, you can be like, hey, don't step there because look what just happened to me. So you got what excuses am I making right now? And this is so perfect because I have always had a really bad problem with standing up for myself when it came to people that I love. Not even people that love me, people that I love, it doesn't have to go both ways. And I would constantly make excuses for why I couldn't stand up to them, or why I don't need to have my own way as opposed to them, or why I should probably listen to them about what I need to be doing with my life. And man, I got this card so many times, and that's why I'm really excited that it came out for you, because during those times, this card would come out for me so much, and I would get angry every time I saw it because I'm like, I'm not making excuses. And I was, so it says, no more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now. If it's important enough to you, you will find a way. Today, make a decision and do it even if you don't feel ready. Listen to your heart. You will be led. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. If you want it, if you want it, nothing's going to stand in your way. And honestly, if you want it, nothing should. You're allowed to have what you want. You're allowed to have the life that you want. You're allowed to be the person you want to be. You're allowed to do the work that you want to. You're allowed to have the kind of money that you want to. You're allowed to have the love that you want to. You're allowed to wear the clothes that you want to and listen to the music. Like, some of these things we take for granted, and then some of these things we act like it's impossible. No, you mean I can actually choose who I am? Yes. Yes. We do it every day. Sometimes we just don't know that we're choosing it, or we're just choosing the wrong thing, or in some cases, we are giving the power of choice away to others. And that's definitely not what we want to do. So hopefully that helped. That was a whole lot that came out. Hopefully that helped. But I think you really needed to hear that, because when I was here, I needed to hear that. And which is why this card kept coming out for me. Okay, so that was lovely. Is there anybody else? Oh, that's so crazy. That's wild, man. That was a really good one. Oh, I'm happy. I'm happy you're here, Diane. Oh man. While we're waiting for anyone else, I'm gonna shuffle some more, because I just love pulling cards. Obviously, that's why I'm here, right? So things coming up. Let's see what's coming up on the Razzie front. Oh, I have a Mother's Day sale going on, and it is my readings are BOGO. Buy one get one 60% off. So you can get one for you and mom. So it's two readings for $777. I should probably specify. But they are 2-hour readings, and they are custom readings. So what we do is you let me know what it is that what we're talking about, all the things that you want to know, and I will select the decks based off of that. Like I said, it lasts 2 hours. You get all of this and more. And you actually, after the reading is done, I send you a PDF of all your cards and the recording, because I do them over Zoom. So yeah, that is a thing. And if anybody is here from the Inner Light Collective, your promo code that's in the group, you can actually use that along with the sale. So yay, even more savings. What else is going on? My next workshop is in May. So if you look on my site under workshops, it's new to woo. And what I do in those workshops is people that aren't really comfortable with a lot of spiritual things, we just talk about it. Ooh, I like that. We talk about everything: crystals, altars, pendulums, tarot cards, oracle cards, smudging, salt, sage, all the metaphysical woo things we talk about, and just to get you, not to get you comfortable or even practicing, but just to give you information, and I never tell people what to do or how to do them. I always just demonstrate what it is I do and let you know why I do certain things the way that I do them. And yeah, it's just to give you a little bit more information and to get you comfortable with subjects that you might not be comfortable with, because I can tell you, growing up very, very strictly religious, once I got into, once I started awakening and getting into any of this stuff, it was really hard for me. It was really hard for me to let go of so many of the things that I had been taught and had drilled into me. And it was hard for me to get out of the shoulds, and to think for myself and to explore things and say, oh, well, you know what? This is actually for me. Or, you know what? I get it, but that's not for me. And that's what everything in life is about. So and being interested in this or that doesn't make you this or that. It doesn't make you this type of person. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you a good person. It doesn't make you a witch, or it doesn't make you an oracle. It doesn't make you are who you are. You get to decide. This is what today has been about. You get to decide who you are, and everything else, everything around us, tools. One and all, iPads, phones, laptops, webcams, cards, crystals, salt, like whatever. Everything is a tool for life. All right, so coming out, I'm just getting random messages for, people that might come up later. That's part of the whole collective thing. We've got the rainbow out here, which I'm always happy to get. The most difficult part of a situation is over. Yay! And then we've got the ladder, climbing towards success. And I feel like everyone is here. I feel like nobody feels like they're here, because I don't. But at the same time, I have to feel and recognize the feeling of having reached a checkpoint, and all of my gamers out there know how important the checkpoint is. So me, I'm an 80s kid, so I grew up in a time where there was no saving your game. There weren't, there definitely wasn't just automatic saving. There wasn't even the little cards that we could save, our games and stuff on. It was just, if you died, you died, and you started all the way at the beginning, So we are not the same. I come from a whole different generation. But I will tell you, because of that, because of having every single thing hinge on one moment, and it could send you back to the beginning and make you start all over. When the technology for saving checkpoints actually came out, do you know how amazing that is? Do you know how amazing that is to know that no matter what, you're not going to be sent all the way back to the beginning? Even if you fail at this point in time, guess what? You're going to go back a little bit. You're going to have a little setback, but it's not going to be all the way at the beginning. And that is such a beautiful thing. And I think because I lived so long without that in multiple ways, we're getting metaphorical now. I'm the metaphorical now. But when you don't have that for so long, and then all of a sudden it's an option, I think you start to recognize the feeling of knowing that you've reached a checkpoint. So I have been feeling it. I have been feeling that. And I've been feeling like, you know what? Things are going to look up from here. I have done so much work, and it was really hard. And I am starting to celebrate my wins a little bit and just be like, you know what? I did that. I did that. It was hard work, and I did that. And if I must say, I came out of it pretty okay, But because of that, it also makes this whole period that much more frustrating, because I felt that feeling. I felt that feeling of the checkpoint. But now I'm looking up at this ladder that I've got to climb. And it's just like, come on, dude. And the crazy thing is, I am feeling this rainbow simultaneously at the same time that I'm trying to climb this ladder to a rainbow. And if that ain't meta for you, I don't know what. But I think a lot of us are in this period of, we're in the PS period, we're in the we're in the perpetual state, right now. And the good thing is, I truly believe everyone that sees this video, you have done so much work on yourself that you will never, ever have to go back to the beginning. And that's what this means. The hardest part is over. That means that no matter what happens now, no matter what you choose now, no matter which ladder you decide to climb, no matter how many rungs you go up, or if you decide to jump over to another ladder, no matter what, you will never have to go back to where you were. Now, are you going to have some lessons up this ladder? Absolutely. It's going to be insane, right? But you will never have to go to that place or be in that place where you didn't have a rainbow. It may not be the rainbow that you're now striving for, but you'll never be in that dark place again where you didn't know what colors looked like, where you didn't know what light was. You'll never have to go back there, and that's worth celebrating. So can we get some more information? Let's talk about the climb. Wow. Please tell me, okay, I'm sorry, there's a delay, so I'm watching to see if that actually showed up on the live the way it rolled over. Okay, it did. Okay, so Penn came out with new job and career as we're sitting here and telling everyone to pay attention to their finances. All right, so for some of you, you're climbing the corporate ladder. Some of you are getting a new job career. Do what you love. Okay, I'm gonna make a PSA. I'm gonna shuffle and see if any more cards fall out, but I have to make this PSA. Do what you love. I'm going to tell you one thing. We spend most of our lives at work. Nope, too many. I'm not doing that. But May, you got something to say over there? We spend most of our lives at work. It is insane that most people hate their jobs. Do you think that could possibly affect how the world operates and works? We have all of these people that are super angry most of their time, most of their day, because they hate where they have to be for most of their time, most of their day. Archway. New opportunities, possibilities, and paths opening up. I like it. Imagine how much happier the world at large, I'm talking about the whole world, would be if people could actually just do what they love. For the time that we have to go to work, for the time that we have to work, what if people just did what they loved? And I know a lot of people will hear that and go, well, that's stupid. That's insane. A society can't function with people doing what they love. Why can't it? Why can't it? What does a society need? Let's tackle it. Let's just talk about it. Let's just talk about it. So society needs food. Okay. So we need farmers, right? You mean to tell me there aren't people out there that love being farmers? Like, they love it. They just want to be with the animals all day long. There are people, you mean to tell me that there are not people out there that are just like, I would do anything for animals? Is that what we're trying to say? Is that what we're trying to say? Okay, so we've got food down. Shelter. Okay, so everyone needs shelter. That's one of those things. Exposure to the elements. All right. You mean to tell me that there's not people out there that love doing construction? That love building houses, that love building anything? I know these people, but there's so much that stops people from doing what they love. There's no opportunities. There's some people feel like there's no hope for them. Some people feel like they're too old or they're too young. Some people feel like they're too rich or they're too poor. I bet there is some millionaire out there that honestly would just be so happy if he could spend, he or she, put that out there, that they could spend all day making furniture for people. Like, they love woodworking and would love to make furniture. I bet there are, but because of who they are, because of what they have, because they allow themselves to let other people talk them out of what they love. Oh, you can't do this. Don't you know that would just be horrible? And what would the neighbors think, Chauncey? Like the whole thing. But so many people let other people run their lives that they're not doing what they love. And then when you're not doing what you love, what do? You walk around angry. You're upset at everyone and you feel like the whole world's against you. So you feel like everything that's happening is a punishment, and that makes you resentful of other people that actually look happy, even if they're not. Just the fact that they look happy and you're so unhappy. And it's a perpetual state. Holy shit. I'm on to something. Okay. So if people could just do what they love, and guess what? Everyone can. Everyone on this planet could do something that they love for work, for survival, and not only could they live and thrive and be happy, but they would actually end up helping other people. Because when you're happy, you're more in a position to be kind. You're more in a position to be compassionate. You're more in a position to be able to hear your intuition and feel it because you're happy. All of those heavy emotions, all of those heavy things are not weighing down those potentially good feelings, the potential kindness that you have. How many times have you seen someone that could have needed help, but you were so much in your head? Because I've had it happen to me. I've seen somewhere where I could have jumped in, and I didn't, not because I didn't care, but I knew that I didn't need to. And I was so much in my head about something else. I was so much in my head about my life and my world and all the things going on in it that I just couldn't be bothered, But you take that one instance and you multiply it by everybody all the time. And that's why we have the world that we live in now. So as much as possible, I encourage everyone to try to express yourself, express your needs and your wants to the people that care about you. To at least get into the practice so you can build up the courage to talk to the people that you don't think care about you, about your needs and wants. Or the people that you don't think care about your needs and wants. and take every opportunity to do, find, be, indulge in, act upon something that you love, whether it's a hobby, whether it's a job, whether it's a type of art or an activity, maybe you love reading. Go read a book, The more you can ensure your own happiness, and I said happiness. That's not to be confused with gratification. That's not to be confused with desire, want, or need. When you can prioritize your own happiness and actually execute your own happiness, you become a better person to other people. So I'm gonna just put that out there. Okay, we're coming up on the hour. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope I didn't forget to mention anything. I don't know. But let's get a final question for the collective. Anybody that's going to pop up later and see this, what is it that they need? What do they need? Oh, okay. This is literally what I just said. Where can I ask for more help in my life? Express your needs. Okay, I'm gonna read this. Until we can receive with an open heart, we're never really giving with an open heart. When we attach judgment to receiving help, we knowingly or unknowingly attach judgment to giving help. Ooh. So your soul action is today, ask someone for help and receive it with an open heart. And your mantra is, I ask for what I want and am open to receiving it. That is so important. I ask for what I want and I'm open to receiving it. You've got to start asking. Ask questions. Even if you can't ask for what you want. There we go. Even if you can't ask for what you want, ask questions, when you don't understand things. So many of our problems come from us assuming we know the answer, especially when it comes to other people. You can't ever assume that. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what they have been through. You don't know what they're trying to deal with. You don't know how they're doing with what they're dealing with. It's not just the fact that people are dealing with things, but a lot of times, and we've all done this, a lot of times we don't deal with things in the right way and we know it, and we have to deal with not dealing with things in the right way. So everyone's going through something, and no, that does not mean that you have the right to be an asshole. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that you can assume anything about anyone, including that they know what you need, they know what you want, and that they're not. A lot of times we assume someone's not willing, and a lot of times those people just aren't able. And you have to learn that difference and be okay with that. You have to be okay with that and recognize that just because someone's not capable of giving you what you need, whether that's space or more time, whether that's consideration or a favor of some sort, whatever it is that you want or need, you can't assume that they know. You can't assume that they're able to do that. So we have to give ourselves grace. We have to be more graceful to each other, more kind and compassionate. Thank you, Ginger. I don't know if you guys heard Ginger, but Ginger was like, cosign. We have to be kinder and gentler to ourselves, to each other, and to the world around us, because it is literally the only one we have right now. 3D speaking. So anyway, this has been Tuesday Tea. I had a wonderful time. By next time I do this, I will be on camera. I've got my space back. with my lovely desk and everything. So I will be on camera with the cards next Tuesday. But in the meantime, I hope everyone has an amazing rest of your week. Remember, you are valuable, you are valued, you are safe here, and you are loved. You know why? Because you are enough, just as you are. And I love you. Mwah.